All right. Uh, Pardon me. I guess in the last um, couple of weeks, there's been some major stuff that's happened, and that is Robin Williams commits suicide. Um, Hearing that Robin Williams commits suicide, knowing how crazy and genius he is, why not sit here without a shirt and tell you I was in love with this man, and it wasn't gay. I had met him in San Francisco in passing, and twice in the city, and then in Sausalito when he was doing filming. And there was this huge aura around the filming site. Total old money in Sausalito, California, if you know the Bay Area. Anyways, fast forward. 2014, he sends me a signed photograph. And then he commits suicide. It was like hearing of his suicide was like Carol Burnett put a gun to her head and committed suicide. Or Bill Cosby commits suicide. This is a huge shock. And none of us have judged this man, which I totally applaud humanity. This man commits suicide and nobody puts him down. But a president of the United States makes some mistakes and everybody puts the president down. Nobody puts Mr. Williams down. As you know, I was former bear mascot of downtown Brown and the rest of the county in San Luis Obispo years ago. Did the farmer's market, I did, dignitaries that were present, these huge fairs and fiestas and things like this. And in San Luis Obispo County, there is Santa Maria, which is just slightly south. Santa Maria is actually Santa Barbara Beach. Later on, I moved it to Santa Barbara. And Robin Williams, studied in Santa Maria at PCPA, Pacific Conservatory for Performing Arts. After he completed his education at PCA, he was accepted to Juilliard School of Theater in New York. After Juilliard, I think he does Broadway, and then he comes back to, Los Angeles, Southern California specifically, the West Coast, and his whole Mork and Mindy makes him famous. This man is a gem. And he had early Parkinson's, and his wife said that he wasn't sure about coming out to the public, which really makes a lot of us sad because Michael J. Fox is a great role model for living with Parkinson's, and he's been an advocate for research in the medical community. Robin Williams could fit the bill, but the man decided he was probably very tired. He had, I think, 3 divorces. Everybody needed his money and his family. And the more he worked, unfortunately, he kept getting broke because he was losing houses in Orange County and blah, blah, blah. So Robin Williams is the best. Yes, he was in touch with his bisexuality. I'm not going to get into that. I used to live in Palm Springs. I was actually Mr. Nude Palm Springs nominated. Did the runway completely nude at CCBC, Cathedral City Boys Club. And I heard stories about Mr. Williams, so all very positive, nothing negative, just gossip. The next death was the magnificent Joan Rivers. This is interesting. We lost 2 major comedians within just a couple of weeks. Ms. Rivers had sent me a signed photograph. If you look close at these autographs, you'll totally see Sharpie pens, Mark-a-Lot's pens. These people, 2014, had written me. One thing that I wanted to mention about Joan was that whenever you meet a Joan, be careful, because it's like, bitch. Joan always gets her way, kind of like a Barbara, right? Joan Rivers had the most vulgar and vile and filthy tongue, but she never apologized for living. And she died with no guilt. And this woman looks great. No ifs, ands, on the angle. She just looks great all around. This woman was beautiful. I think with her poking fun of her face, like the late Phyllis Diller at the time, the late American actor and comedian Robin Williams really poked fun of himself and his looks. But Phyllis Diller and Joan Rivers did. And look how she took care of herself. She's magnificent. Now, this says a lot about being born into the world, feeling ugly, and totally taking care of yourself. This is exactly what she did. So, in memory of Robbie and Joan Baby, I think they left us a wonderful legacy, and I think that they're on the other side, laughing, that I'm sitting here totally butt-ass naked. Because nothing matters except being true to your humanity, and that's in the here and now. Alright, that's all I want to say about these wonderful, wonderful folks. Bye. And like they both knew and say, we're here to make people laugh. May they rest in peace, and may they both make God laugh.